Science is a tricky field. I think what happens is, like, if you're an undergraduate and you get into research and doing research, you start working with scientists, and then over time you keep working with scientists, and then you're like, oh, okay, I guess I'm a scientist now. And so that, to me, I feel like I got into science as an undergrad, working in research labs, and then I decided, oh, I should get a master's degree in science because that's what I was doing, and I really liked the work that I was doing. And so then I got a master's degree, and then when you go and you present your research different places, you get a lot of opportunities to keep working in science. And so I just kept on going, and after my master's degree I got an opportunity to pursue a PhD project, and then did that and still loved research, and so I just stayed in it. You know, it just takes over your life. Okay, so I decided based off of me and what I like, that I always knew natural resource type projects were my thing. And so because of that, that removes like health sciences, because people aren't my favorite, and I don't want to work with them, and I especially don't want to work with sick people. Like, oh. And so I knew, like, you know, medicine and things like that, that's not really for me. And so my next avenue was really plants, because I also know, I mean, I like animals, but I didn't really want to work with animals or, you know, anything that could eat me. And so plants were my thing. And so I really focused on research opportunities that included getting out in natural systems. And it will push you in two general directions, I think. Natural resource management, which I did do a little bit of that as an undergraduate and through internships, or it'll push you into strictly research type positions. And so I did like the management stuff, but I liked it because I got to apply some of the research techniques that I had also been studying. And so I did a bit of both, the applied and then the basic research, and the basic research one. My research, I think one of the best things that was told to me as an undergrad was that when you decide to become a scientist, you have to commit to doing something different than everyone else. And so back in those days, what I could tell was different than other people who were doing a lot of the natural resource focused stuff was there were not that many people doing a lot of quantitative research, and there weren't a lot of people working at the intersection of information science, remote sensing, and using all these different techniques. And so I thought that to make myself different and stand out, I should work across these different techniques to do studies. And so I shouldn't just choose remote sensing and only do remote sensing. I shouldn't just choose eddy covariance fluxes and only do that. I decided to work across a bunch of different techniques and fields. And I think that that has worked out for me quite well, especially because during that time, there has been a shift in ecology from a very descriptive science to a very quantitative science. And because of that, there is a huge need for you to be quite quantitative. And before, the level of information and statistics that you would need as an ecologist was just much lower than it is now. And so it was a really good move to be more on the quantitative side of things. And so you young people will see that almost anything that you go into, you're going to have to be quite good at math and statistics. Like, there's no way around that anymore. That's in the past.